It's the first time it's in motion.
Ready for the last set?
Yeah.
Hardly anything is impossible. We thought if you can't bring the people to the mountain, you bring the mountain to the people. We've actually arranged for a presidential press conference here in this room. I think it's about to begin actually any moment.
I'd like to introduce the President of the United States of America.
He's going to be here in a second. I can't believe this, you know. I got a hearing aid, the same kind that Reagan got. I got a hearing aid. It's a little fuzzy every once in a while. I can't quite make out all the words, but Sam Donaldson's not here. Great, I get to scoop him on his foreign policy for a change. Oh, here he is.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Before we begin with questions, I want to make an initial statement regarding my health. As you know, I recently had a tumor removed from my nose. I know you're all very concerned about this. Well, it's not very serious, but the doctors have recommended that I adjust my diet because of my tendency for cancer, and so I have called this kiddingly my nose diet. Well, why don't we go on with any questions?
Mr. President.
Yes, you with the hearing aid.
I beat him. Mr. President, could you comment on your recent statements regarding further Pentagon spending?
Well, I think this is a very good question because I think it's very important for us to push ahead with our recommendation to the Senate to invest more money into the Star Wars program. I think this is critical for national defense. Yes,
Mr. President.
Yes, you with the hearing aid.
What? Mr. President, there's been recent discussion of the farm parity issue in the Midwest farming crisis. Could you comment on the Senate's proposed 10% across the board corn freeze measure?
Yes, well, I'm glad you brought that up. As you know, I'm from Illinois. I was born in the Midwest. We had a farm when I was a boy. We had a farm, and this I can't help but go back to the fact that I think that we need to invest more money into the Star Wars program for national defense.
Mr. President, would you discuss the controversial tax reform measures aimed at leveling deficit output peaks to match the gross national product?
Yes, well, the tax situation is extremely complicated, and my advisors have briefly, in great complex detail about this. And to put it simply, you know, I have the skill of communication. Let me just say that we have to put more money into the Star Wars. Yes, one more.
Mr. President, for ABC, could you comment on what is perceived as a U.S. foreign policy nosedive?
The nose diet. Yes, well...
No, sir.
Yes, the doctors mentioned this.
Sir, do you understand what I mean? What the press has seen as your new presidential role in the world?
Well, yes, in a word, there is a new role.
Okay.
It's a new role with less body and less taste. I'm not real happy about it. But I have to carry on with this nose diet.
Do you mean that you want all of this flack?
No. Now, you're not listening. I want to lose the fat with this diet.
What exactly do you mean by fad?
Well, Well, take the sausages, for
The
example.
hostages in Beirut?
No, fruit is okay. But the sausages, I'll have to forget about them.
You intend to leave the hostages?
Well, can't eat them. Those sausages are someone else's heartburn.
Wait a minute now. The hostages are someone else's heartburn? Will you go on record with this statement?
Well, yes, absolutely.
I can't believe this scoop.
It's not so terrible if they all end up in a garbage can somewhere.
I can't believe this. This sounds like Libyan Muammar Gaddafi.
Taffy. Oh, taffy. Now you said it. There's a real soft spot in here for that.
For Gaddafi? For terrorism? For bombs? More bombs?
Warm buns. Ah. Pie. Or cake.
IRA?
Now, getting back to the buns. That's something I'd like to talk about.
Sir, wait a minute now. I have you in support of making more bombs?
No. Not just baking more buns. No, not just any kind of
What
bun.
kind do you envision, sir?
The kind I'm talking about is the big one.
The big one?
Yes, it's the kind that goes like this.
I'm talking about the mushroom cloud.
In the heat of the oven
The radiation glow.
until it turns brown and crispy and hot.
Can I print this? You actually are advocating?
Just flip the switch, feel the heat, and watch it rise. I'd like to see one in every home in America.
Atomic bombs in civilian homes? Mr. President, do I understand you to advocate mass nuclear armament of the civilian population?
Now, there you go again, jumping to a new topic. Here you've got a trite matter, along with one of incalculable importance. Please, let's proceed with the critical issues. Are there any more questions on my diet?
Mr. President, your opinion on the German Red Brigade?
Lemonade. That'll be all.
Well, let me make this perfectly clear.
Don't buy one. And that's the end of the show.